Malcolm Alter in the zoo. Hey, Malcolm, how are you?
I'm just fine, thank you. Good morning to you, Michael. How are you?
I'm fine because Paula Poundstone is going to be with us not only today, but today, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Oh, that's great.
Well, at this hour, Monday's still coming up.
Yeah.
I've seen you, Paula. In fact, I think I met you once down at one of those underground places on Commonwealth Avenue.
Well, Michael, I believe you've hovered over my car before, haven't you?
I'm sure I have. Good to hear from you. Nice to have you aboard. Good morning,
thanks.
to you. Okay. Right now, I'm over the Southeast Expressway. We have a breakdown over on the right-hand side, just approaching the cutout by the Keystone Complex, approaching the Poundstone Circle, Charlestown, and the Malcolm Alter in the zoo car through WZOU traffic.
Would you like to try out a car phone for free for 3 months with no obligation to keep?
I know there's some cringes, and, Don Pardon, are you ready? Okay. Paul, you all set?
Horrible scopes.
We're going to do the horrible scopes. Yeah, okay. Here we go. A little horrible music, and off we go.
Aries, your halo is a little tarnished. Try Knox on the halo polish. To polish it up, do a good deed with no strings attached.
Taurus, allow yourself to be more vulnerable. Well, I always love doing that. It'll release blocked emotions and possibly some blood, too. That'll put you in touch with valuable new resources.
That's incredible. You can actually dig for stuff in a Taurus this week, apparently. These valuable resources. Gemini, yeah, you. For once, you have astrological permission, which, this is so important. You actually get a note signed by Nancy Reagan, I believe that means. For once, you have astrological position to try to be everything to everybody. Share your emotional and intellectual wealth. Thank goodness I'm not one of those.
Cancer, it's okay to fish for compliments. Just don't do it in the Boston Harbor. You need to bolster your confidence.
Leo, as long as you haven't been abusing your good credit, you should lean on an associate and ask for extra privileges. What?
I'm so confused by the whole Virgo thing at this point. Virgo, you were in the midst of a good hunt, thrown off the scent yesterday. Most Virgo, I thought Virgo, what is this, like bloodhound? Is that the sign of the bloodhound, apparently? Thrown off the scent yesterday, you have to go all out to find it again today. This has something to do with Ellie Mae and that big dog of hers.
Libra! Don't sugarcoat the truth. Use NutraSweet, the artificial sweetener. Getting mad may be the catalyst for improving a relationship situation. No one wants to take responsibility for.
I know that feeling. Scorpio, don't be proud. Avail yourself of more of the support you've been offered.
Very heavy. This is a heavy one for Scorpio this week.
It is.
Sagittarius, your leadership is desperately needed. Step to the forefront and assert your best idea. That's like, the guy at the party who decides to get the dog stoned. I get an idea.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Capricorn, time for you two to agree, to disagree, to agree. Leave the tissues alone for a while.
Aquarius, you need one more tool. That's amazing, just one. To gain the confidence of to fulfill a not so far off dream. Scheme about how you will get it, okay? The music kind of died on us, and I hate it when that happens.
I can't believe... Don't tell me we've gone long.
Well, it's not the first time. Walt Steck's back.
Oh, you can ask that band to just play again, and they will. Pisces, yield to a higher power today. Don't wear yourself out trying to fight a foe you can't see. Sounds like devil worship to me.
And there you have it, the horrible scopes. And now it's time for you to call in and give us the second portion of the zoo clue. We passed that along to you a little bit earlier. What do we have? WZOU cat T-shirt and a ZOU bumper sticker. Caller number 9 this morning.
WZOU, Boston's summer fun station.
Now playing at your local video store. A sparkling hit comedy with today's hottest stars. End of the Line. Starring...
Boy, you like the way we did that? That was amazing. But I guess he does have his stuff together, as they say in the military.
He was very good. Very good. Very clever, very quick.
9 minutes before 7 o'clock in the morning, Zoo. Frequent Listener Club. Winning name coming up right after Eddie Money on the Zoo. Yeah. Get up at 5 o'clock or something to be in here.
You know what it's going to be like? It's going to be like the time Dick Van Dyke. Remember on the Dick Van Dyke Show when he was Rob Petrie and he was applying for the job? They were having a flashback and he was applying for the job as the writer for the Alan Brady Show. But he was a disc jockey and he did the promotion in the shopping store window. Yeah. And he had to stay up. And somebody called about one of the news stories was there was a kitten up a tree and he kept crying about it. It's going to be the exact same, basically. I'll just, flip out and have that Rob Petrie complex. That can happen. No, that can happen, man. All I'll talk about is Richie all the time.
I'm going to be there Wednesday night at the Paradise. This is going to be great. We'll bring tapes the next morning, and,
That's the thing. By then, I'll have the IV actually hooked in, and that's what I look forward to most, really, maybe.
It's 6:55. We have Frequent Listener Club Day. We need to spew forth, or to announce, whatever. Mike, oh, jeez, Dave. This was an easy name, but I'll mess it up. Mike Gula? Gula?
Gula? What's the matter with you? Mike Gula, for Christ's sakes.
Gula. 94.5 WZOU. It's always nice when listeners call up and they, talk to our guests like Paula. Paula, we just found out some interesting information. You, in fact, you're going to be, tonight you're in the Graffiti Lounge in Connecticut.
In Connecticut.
Then you'll be back here tomorrow morning to do the Morning Zoo at 94.5. Then Tuesday, Wayside Inn in Chatham.
The Wayside Inn in Chatham. They've been clamoring for me out there in Chatham.
Really? I thought I heard that, yeah.
Everyone I know goes to the Cape for the summer, which kind of bothers me, because then I come to Boston to visit, for my visitation rights. And all my high school teachers went, to the Cape, and they sort of stagger it, so I can't possibly see all of them at once. Oh. Kind of bothers me. I know it's a plan.
Now, Wednesday, where are you going to be?
Wednesday, I'm going to be at the Paradise on Carmav, right there in Kenmore Square.
Okay. Last time you were in town and you did the clubs, you were like on a media blitz. You were on TV because you did the show, and then I go home. By the time I get home, you'd be on one show, and then you'd be on another show, and then you'd be back here the next morning.
First saying there was a crowd of 5,000, and then a crowd of 10,000.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's kind of like the Falmouth Road Race.
Very much, in fact, precisely like the Falmouth Road Race. But you know what, this time, I'm not doing like a bunch of other stuff, because this time I said, no, I just want to come and do the zoo.
That's incredible. So, but you are going to be on one TV show, right?
Okay, I'm going to do one. I'm going to do with Joyce Cole-Haywick Wednesday evening. Yeah.
Live on 4, the Arts Entertainment?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's
the one. And then I'll be grabbing a bite to eat with my English teachers before heading over to the Paradise.
That'll be great. So you'll be
working on my grammar and vocabulary.
And your what?
And my grammar and vocabulary. Okay. When you go out with your high school teachers, you may as well take advantage.
Oh, yeah. Now, I have to ask you something real quick. You're traveling to Connecticut and to Chatham. When you were here last time, you said you have a kind of a bad sense of direction.
A bad sense of direction doesn't begin to actually.
Does somebody take you to these?
No, I have to drive all by myself, and that's why, pretty much I'll be leaving here and packing a lunch and heading out. I think I don't know how long it takes to get to Connecticut, but it's one of those teeny states that you can just miss if you're not real careful. That's why I like living in California. Because it's big and long, and at least I'm still in the state when I get lost. I actually, a couple days ago, I was working in Taunton and had to drive to Providence to do a radio station. I got so lost, I was nearly hyperventilating. I called from the parking lot of a Cumberland Farms, which was not exactly a landmark, since there's a rule in that area. You have to have a Cumberland Farms every few feet, and apparently every third child is given a Cumberland Farms to work the crops. And so anyways, even the instructions were so bad. I pull out of the driveway, and my instructions were off the driveway should be Bay Street, which merges with 138. Nothing of the sort happens, of course. But I pull out of the driveway, and all I see is a sign for the 140. And I thought, maybe they rounded it off. So then I'm on the phone with the woman. I'm really tense, and she says to me, I've been driving around for an hour and a half, and now she has the audacity to say to me, well, you can't miss it. I go, yeah, you can miss it. I've been missing it for an hour and a half.
We'll be back in a moment on the Morning Zoo.
You're a temporary with Kelly Services?
Well, if you're going to be a temporary, why work anywhere else?
Why am I getting the feeling you like working for Kelly?
Oh, because I do. The thing I really like about Kelly is the supervisors. Because I know the supervisor has spoken to the customer and has screened the assignment.
Rather not reporting. First up, Tinseltown. That beat up goes to a speech therapist. More as the story unfolds. Edwards Air Force Base. The Air Force hoped to unveil its new super-secret radar-invisible stealth bomber today. But Air Force personnel continue to try and find it. Texas. Democratic presidential nominee Michael Dukakis visited with former First Lady Bird Johnson at the former president's family ranch. The Duke, overwhelmed by the spirit of the LBJ ranch, lifted the dogs by the ears and showed reporters his appendectomy scar. Detroit. The Michelin tire guy was fired this past weekend when he returned from vacation 150 pounds lighter and tanned. He said he was tired of looking pale and plump. A Michelin official explained that the tire guy was fired because he no longer fitted the image and that the tire company was hoping to hire House Speaker George Caberry. And that's news. The other news. Dan Rutherford reporting. Now back to more of the Morning Zoo with Mike Adams.
94.5 WZOU.
ZOU. Steve Winwood and roll with it, baby. Mark is in, Mark. Never mind. Steve is in, somehow these off-air, on-air conversations become intermingled and intertwined. Steve Winwood will be in concert at Grey Woods tonight. We give away a lot of tickets here at 94.5 WZOU. If you're not using yours, boy, I'm free tonight. I begged and got nowhere. Paula Poundstone, our special guest hostess today and tomorrow and Wednesday. This is really fun.
Very nice. Now, there's a sign on the door. I don't know when you're supposed to, talk or not talk, because these guys they got, a system it's in their bones. They sense it. Me, I need, a big flashing sign. But there's a sign on the door that says, don't bother the guy if he's busy. And I've completely ignored that. I just keep, guys are trying to work. I was here so early this morning that the guy last night was still here. And I just kept poking at him and bugging him and stuff, and he was really annoyed, and he kept waiting for you guys, the sitters, to come.
We'll be back with Malcolm Alder of the Zoo Copter, the horrible scopes, and as we continue to sit Paula. This is fun.
94.5 WZOU and the Frequent Listener Club, Boston's easiest way to win cash. If you're a club member, just listen for your name at 6:55 in the morning, 11:55 midday, 4:55 in the afternoon, and 7:55 late afternoon. Membership has its privileges. The Frequent Listener Club, only from 94.5 WZOU.
94.5 WZOU, Malcolm Alter in the Zoo Copter. Malcolm?
Yes?
No, that was kind of like, and now Malcolm?
Yes?
Yeah. How's this old Monday morning mess doing?
Oh, it depends where you are. Out on the turnpike.
We're here in the studio, and it is a mess.
Fairly clear here.
That's what it sounds like. Paula keeps bugging you, does she?
I love it.
I know. Bug away, Paula. You're doing a great job. All right, first of all, if you're coming in on the turnpike, so heavy traffic through the Natick-Wayland area going through that construction traffic.
WZOU.
On the Morning Zoo. She's a really funny lady. So that's about it. Anything else, Dan? You are talking about the Patriots game. You watched the first half. Unfortunately, I saw the second half.
I started to nod, and I knew it was time to change the channel.
Yeah, I think the players start. Boy, as long as we don't have any injuries, first stringers are in there. We're okay this year. Pats, gee whiz. That's it, eh, Dave?
That's it.
We're out of here. Dan is next. The General.
Tomorrow.